Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra and today we're going to do a Tarot Pick-a-Pile card reading on the month of April of 2021. And we already have our cards here. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. We also pre-chose charms for each one. We went through and randomly picked charms for each pile, so those are with them as well. If you're unfamiliar with pick-a-pile readings, basically you reflect on the piles that are here, and whichever one your gut is drawing you to the most, that's the one you should watch. It is possible to be drawn to more than one pile, and if that is the case, you can go ahead and watch the piles that you're drawn to. Sometimes there are messages and more than one for some people. These are general readings, so not every message is going to resonate with every person, so keep that in mind when you watch the readings. To go along with each pile here, because it's getting ready to be spring and being all happy and cheerful here, I kind of picked some fairies to go with each pile. So the first one here has a fairy with a red dress. The second one has the fairy with a flower in her hand. And the third one has the blue dress fairy that looks like she's getting ready to curtsy. All right, so we have three different piles here. You can reflect on them. And then when you're ready, in the description will be timestamps that will lead you directly to your pile that you can go to and watch. We also have our oracle spheres we're going to be doing with these readings, so you can be thinking of your yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to as well. Okay, so we're going to give you that time to reflect, and then we'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the red fairy here is kind of the symbol for the reading. We're going to put that off to the side. Put it over here. Don't forget, we have our tarot cards that we're going to be looking at. We have our charms. We also have our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get your answer to, because we will be doing those as well. We're going to look at the charms first. I would like to just take this opportunity real quick to just say thank you for everybody who has subscribed to the channel, left us comments in the comment section, shared our videos with other people, and also gave us likes on our videos. That's really important to us, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. It does help YouTube decide to share our video with other people, and it helps the channel grow, so I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who's done that. And for those of you who are new and haven't had a chance to do that yet, we welcome you and hope you decide to do some of those things as well. All right, so let's just get right to it. This is for April of 2021, and we'll take a look here and see what we have. Oh, that's interesting. We have a B and a Y. To me it says bye, so maybe you're going to be saying goodbye to something. Oh, we also have an A here as well, which is bay. Now, when I think of bays, I think of, I know they have some other newer meanings amongst younger culture, but when I think of a bay, I think of like a beach, like going out on the beach somewhere, which is kind of appropriate for April. And it's still a good place to go. So let's see here what else we have going here. I'm going to turn these over and try to get some idea here. We do have the 5 of clubs, which is kind of a training card, kind of getting ready for things. We have the 7 of spades. That's really interesting because it's a swords card. And and we also have the Queen of Swords. So we'll have to think about that for a minute to see how this kind of fits into things. We also have the 2 of diamonds, which is the 2 of pentacles. That's a good balanced card. It's trying to get balance back into your life. It's balancing things out, kind of energy. So that's interesting. We do have a couple of words here. We have trust and miracle. Trust, to me, in this case, shows that it's a good idea to trust the universe in what it has for you and the way things are going and how it helps you. Also, we do have the Two of Pentacles, which twos to me are dealing with partners and partnerships or coming together in some way. And we also have the tennis rackets, which show that as well. It's kind of a couple pairing. So maybe there's going to be some trust issues with your partner. And I don't mean that you're not going to trust them. It could mean you're going to trust them really well or that you need to trust them. So we might get into, when we get into the cards, that might explain that just a little bit more. But I kind of see that trust is kind of going along with that. So we'll see how that plays out here. We do have the tennis shoe, which usually shows some kind of traveling, adventure, excitement. Trying to think of the best word I'm wanting to use here. There's another word I want to use in relation to that, and it's not really coming to my head here, so give it a minute. We might be able to do that. We have the anchor here, which means I think things are going to be a little bit more stable for you than what they have been, which could be really good. We also have the diamond key, which means you might have some really good success in your job or work-related or money matters this month in April. So that's really good. We have the, I like this along with the miracle. We have the Rudolph here. Rudolph to me always indicates a couple of different things. One is the magic of Christmas. The, you know, the whole idea behind being able to get what you want, everything that Christmas entails, all the magic involved with Christmas, all of the miracles involved with it, all of the you know, people coming together, people overlooking people's differences and all of that. So that's kind of the energy I'm kind of getting with Rudolph here. Also, Rudolph is a very unique individual and has unique talents and unique things that help his community out. And I feel like you're one of those people as well, especially with the seahorse here. Excuse me, sorry. Those allergies kicking up. With the seahorse too, because seahorses are kind of unique in the ocean in that they care for their young. The males do. The males give birth to them, which is, well, not give birth, but take care of them. They nurture them. They do that. And that's unusual in the ocean. That doesn't happen that much. And so I see both of these as very unique creatures, very special, very different. And I kind of see that as applying to you and that you're going to be able to apply some of your uniqueness to the universe in April. And so that's really cool. We also have the moon and star energy, which means you might be tapping into your intuition in April. I really feel like that's the early part of April, more so than the rest. I don't know why that's striking me that way, but we'll go along with it because, you know, that's what's coming through here. Let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards and see what else we got going here. Okay, we do have the Strength card and the Two of Wands. So once again, there's this partnership, this cooperation a little bit. We have the Ten of Coins. We have the Empress here. We have the Eight of Wands. That's interesting. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles again. Interesting. Like I said, this is going to be a good money month for you. It's going to be a good job month. A good, you know, your finances and things are going to go much better this month, I think. We also have the Three of Pentacles. We do have the Ten of Swords here. That's interesting. We have the Moon card, which goes along with, and then the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Ten of Swords is interesting to me here because the tens are always a kind of a completion, kind of the finishing of a cycle, and then getting ready to go on to a new cycle. When this Ten of Swords came up, it almost brought me to the trust one we had over here in your charms, in that I feel like your trust might be betrayed a little bit in this month. I really feel like that's kind of what that was leaning towards here with this card. That I connected the two together, and that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. I'm also the Seven of Swords earlier that I wasn't exactly sure of the energy involved. That has something to do with confessions, the truth being revealed, um, that kind of thing. So I feel like you might be finding out some things about your partner this month that you did not know or did not expect. Um, and so it might shake your trust in them just a little bit. It might, or here's another energy I'm getting for some of you guys involved with this is that you might be getting some information from somebody about your partner that may or may not be true or may or not be the full story. And in that case and in that type of deal, I see that as either your trust is going to waver because of it, or you need to trust deeply because it's not really probably as true as it seems, or there's more to the story, and you trusting him would be very important for your relationship and whatever. I'm going to let it go at that because it's going to be different for each of you, and I think each of you is going to feel which one is right for you in that circumstance, and so I'm going to let that go. You guys do have some powerful energies here with the Empress card and the Moon card, so I do think you can trust your intuition this month, and I do think it is the early part of the month. I keep thinking of somewhere between the 1st and the 10th of the month. This Moon card, or this Moon and Star here, and this Moon. Um, you're going to be able to trust your intuition. You're going to be able to um, follow your intuition and go along and know which way you should do. You do have the strength to meet any challenges head on this month. So if this does become a challenge, if this is something that you need to deal with, you will have the strength to deal with it. So just to let you know that. It's interesting whenever this Ten of Swords card comes up because she has her cell phone in her hand, and that shows to me, I mean, look at this. Most Ten of Swords, they're down for the count. They're done. They're not getting up, but she still has a way out. She's that strong. She's been able to be pierced this many times and still be able to maybe call for help or get what she needs to be able to get up from the situation. And so I feel like that's the energy that is flowing to you guys this month as well. In the romance cards here, where the Empress shows up, the Ten of Coins and the Eight of Wands here. Eights are very passionate, things moving quickly kind of energy. The Eight is, things moving very fast, things coming through very quickly. And it's interesting that both of these have to deal with, maybe some bedroom secret kind of things, some, bedroom stuff a little bit. So this might have to do with some sexual things or some other types of things like that. So that's just kind of what I'm seeing there. But I also see with this Two of Wands, you see the cooperation that they have going here and that they're working together. They have a very strong bond. They'll be able to create something very wonderful and very close. So I really feel like this could be, either way for you guys. This could be something that might, totally, take you down for a little bit, or that it will strengthen your relationship because of your bond and your trust. So there you go. You guys are just going to have to kind of go with that. But with these two Ten of Pentacles that you have, and with the Diamond Key over here, I do think financially and career-wise, this should be a pretty good month for you guys. You should do pretty well. You also have the Three of Pentacles here, which is a good creative energy. It's a good learning your craft, learning your trade kind of energy. So I do think that might be a focus for quite a few of you this month. We also have the Ace of Cups. And the aces are almost always new beginnings, new starts, but also they're overflowing abundance in this case. It's an ever-flowing cup that just keeps regenerating. So I do think that this is a good month for you to manifest some abundance and some other things that you would like to have in your life this month. So that's something else for you guys to be thinking of. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our oracle spheres. And remember, on this, if you've not seen this, is basically you ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. Then we have 4 different stands here that they can appear on. We have green, gold, purple, and blue. And when you think of your question, you decide which stand, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or go by color, however you want. And then we'll get our answers to your questions. All right, yes. For number 1. Number 2, gold, is a maybe. Number 3, purple, is a very likely. And number 4, blue, is a probable. All right. Number 1, green, yes. Number 2, gold, maybe. Number 3, purple, is very likely. And number 4, blue, is probable. Now, I'm also going to do angel numbers for the month. I had not originally thought I would do that, but I really think that it would be a good thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm getting the stands for that now. Basically, how the angel numbers work is we have 5 different stands to choose from. And you pick which stand you would like your number to appear on, or you can pick more than one stand if you feel like you need to do that, or you can use all 5 numbers as your lucky numbers for the month. A lot of people like to do that, and so we let that happen as well. And basically what you do is in our rune readings every week we do our angel numbers, and in the description of one of those you can go and you can look up each number, and you can get some keywords and phrases for that number, so you can get an idea of what the angels are trying to tell you with that number, or what things you might focus on, or what you might look at more closely, or that kind of thing. If you want to find out even more about them, you can go out and type in angel number whatever online, and you can find out pretty much anything and everything you want to know about that number, and that can give you some more guidance. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our angel numbers. So here we go. Number 1, green, is 43. Number 2, gray, is 22. Number 3, blue, is 4. Number 4, gold, is 2. And number 5, bronze, is 6. Okay, so we have number 1, green, is 43. Number 2, gray, is 22. Number 3, blue, is 4. Number 4, gold, is 2. And number 5, bronze, is 6. So that's your angel numbers for the month. Hopefully those are helpful to you, and you can get some good messages from those as well. Guys, I really enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you had some messages that were useful to you. And please give the video a thumbs up and share the channel with your friends and family, as well as subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. Don't forget to check out our other videos. As I mentioned earlier, we have rune readings that we do once a week on Mondays. We have the oracle spheres and the angel numbers involved with those as well. And those come out every Monday. We also do tarot readings every week. We have videos on how to read tarot cards, as well as other videos on other spiritual topics that might be of interest to you. So please remember to check out our other videos. Like I said, we put them out every single week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the fairy that had the little flower involved with her there. And remember, we have our charms, we have our tarot cards. We're going to be doing our oracle spheres later, where you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. I also decided to do the angel numbers in this reading as well, which I originally was not going to do. So you can look forward to that as well. I would like to take the opportunity to thank everybody who has participated in the channel who has subscribed, give likes to the videos that they've watched, left us comments in the comments section, and shared our videos with other people. That's very useful to us. It helps YouTube decide to share our videos with other people, and it's helping the channel grow, and we just wanted to say thank you. And for those of you that are new and haven't done any of those things, we would like to invite you to do some of those things with us as well, and thank you for being here. All right, let's see what our charms have to say first of all. Okay, well, we have the money bag symbol. I always like that. That usually shows good success, things going really well for you. Doesn't have to be in money situations, but it can be. It could be in love or, relationships, other things like that as well. But it just means success. It means, getting your abundance, getting, what you like to manifest and what you like to have. We have some interesting, we have an SKQL. Okay, not sure what words come to mind with you guys when you see that, but those might mean something special to you. So I almost think of squirrel, which is weird because, it's not really a squirrel. I also thought of like partying, like Skull Vodka, even though it's not an O, it's a Q. And I also thought of like radio, like a radio signal, like call letters for radio. So I'm not sure why that came up. So if any of those things resonate with you guys, any of those things mean anything to you, that might be a message for specific people there. So I'm just gonna let that hang out there. This is cool. We have a seahorse and kind of the seashell here. I like that because that kind of goes along with, to me, when I think of the sea, I think of renewal, rebirth, regrowth, washing away of things, the tide coming in and kind of clearing things out. And I kind of get that energy for you guys this month. This might be a really good month for to get clean, to get renewed, basically. Is kind of the energy I'm getting here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Diamonds, which is a good, whenever I think of the Eight of Pentacles, I think of kind of getting in everything that you want, being able to kind of pull all that into you and whatever. We also have the King of Diamonds and the Jack of Hearts. The King of Pentacles here is really good, especially with the money bag symbol. Financially, I think this might be a decent month for you. I think because the King represents abundance and ambitiousness and business pursuits and things like that. So he kind of represents that already. And like I said, the money bag could be in relationships or other stuff, but it also just might be in business or other things as well, especially with the King of Diamonds there. The Jack of Hearts is nice too because it's a young, youthful, full of optimism and innocenceness and dreaming and all of that kind of stuff. And I also kind of get that feeling too with the ocean type of symbolism we had here as well. I get that kind of dreaminess, that kind of childlike wonder. The Mickey hand kind of shows that too. It kind of shows, the feeling of being able to go out and accomplish anything you want. I feel like that might be a good energy for you this month. It might be something that you have. We do have the beautiful symbol here. So I think you're going to see things in different light this month. You're going to see things as being pretty and beautiful and see the world, maybe in a better light than what you have recently, that kind of thing. We do have the four-leaf clover love symbol, which means you might be kind of lucky in love this month. So that might be another reason why you're feeling kind of snappy and head up in the clouds and that kind of feeling, because you might get a new romance or rekindle a romance that you already have. Like if you're in a relationship or something, maybe it's going to feel new and fresh to you, or some really cool things happening that way. We do have the musical instrument French horn here, and whenever music stuff comes up, I think of harmony. I think of creativity, those kinds of pursuits. And I do think of creativity also with the Mickey hands. So there might be some creative endeavors going on here. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say about that. But there might be some good creative ideas. Okay, because when you think of lone wolves, you think of going off on your own, being separated from your pack, taking care of yourself, doing that kind of things. And so maybe for some of you guys, that might be an energy for part of the month anyway. Might be something that you'll be dealing with for a while. But I don't. But the lone wolf though is also very strong and very capable. And so if you do have to deal with that during this month, at least you're going to be strong and be able to do so. We also have the rooster here. I feel like you're going to have something to crow about. You're going to have something to feel very confident about, to celebrate, to tell people, hey, look at this, look what happened. You're going to, feel very much in that, party mode, that happiness, share your happiness kind of mode this month. So it's going to be kind of a cheerful month from that point of view for you. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what your tarot cards have to say here. Okay, we do have the Eight of Swords. We have the Strength card. It's interesting. The Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. The Page of Swords. The Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Coins. Okay, we have the Death card. Interesting. We also have the Star card. And the Magician. Okay, I think intuition is going to play more into your month than I originally thought. I think your intuition is going to be greatly utilized this month, and I think you're going to have a lot of it. We also have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put this card here. Okay. Huh. Wow. You know how I was talking about the lone wolf energy earlier, and then when I saw the death card, it kind of brought me to the lone wolf. It reminded me of the lone wolf right away, like the two were connected. In that, I think you guys are going to be dealing with a change. I think you've been alone for a while. I think you have been that lone wolf. You probably have suffered a loss, maybe not a literal death, although it's possible. And maybe not, any kind of that. But you have gone through a change in your life where maybe you have been alone for a while. Some things have changed. But it looks like that change is now going to come around to where I think it is possible to get that kind of love together. It is interesting how you have the Five of Coins here, which the fives denote change as well. And usually when the Five of Coins show up, it usually shows that there's been some sort of loss or that there's been some sort of hardship, but that they're on their way to fixing that or getting help. And so I kind of see that may be the energy you're kind of in as well. It is interesting here how you have the Eight of Swords. That kind of shows a situation that you're not sure how to get out of, that you feel trapped, you feel stuck in some ways, and so maybe that's an energy that you've been feeling, but I really feel like you're going to get out of that this month. You have the Knight of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. The Knights are going to help break you out of this energy. It's almost like, the Knight's coming to the rescue kind of energy here. At least that's kind of what I'm feeling with them a little bit. It's interesting because the Knight of Wands, he's very, wow, he's full of courage. He's a hero. He's a free spirit. He's ready to go out there and do that. And the Knight of Swords is also kind of that energy as well. He's very assertive, daring, that kind of energy. So I think maybe somebody might come into your life like that, that is going to kind of uplift you, make you feel like you've gotten out of those constraints and out of those bonds. help you see your own strength that you have, because you have lots of strength. It's interesting too. We have the Four of Wands, which is a very stable energy. It's also a home type energy. So I feel like you're going to feel more grounded, more stable, more cheerful. Like I said, you're going to have something to crow about this month. You're going to feel a lot more carefree than you have been feeling. Okay, because we had two Knights of Swords here, so that's interesting how you have all these knights kind of coming to the rescue for you and kind of breaking you out of this that you've been in. You guys do have a lot of manifestation ability here. You do have the Magician card and the Empress, which is also good intuition, but it's also good manifestation. You also have the Star card. It's interesting on this particular Star card too, because it's not like most of the Star cards. Most of the Star cards show a woman kind of looking up at the stars and whatever. This particular one has a man and a woman holding hands and kind of, their shadows, and they're walking together, almost like going into, the night together or whatever. Or you almost get the feeling, almost along with the Death card here, maybe they're going off together into the heavens or something, is almost the feeling I get from the card. It's really weird. And so it's an unusual Star card. But what I see with that is that you're going to start feeling that connection again, that human connection, that closeness that maybe you hadn't been feeling for a while. And that's kind of the energy I'm kind of seeing. And you guys, like I said, you guys can manifest a lot of things this month. You can get a lot of things that you've been wanting. You can, the Magician card, the Empress card, all of that is just really going to help. You have the money bag symbol too. All of that's going to really help you manifest the things that you've been wanting, get you out of some of the energies you've been in the past. So I think that's really exciting. It could be a really exciting month for you guys. Let's go ahead and get our Oracle spheres here. Remember to be asking your yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. And then we have 4 stands here that your answers can appear on. We have blue, gold, purple, and green. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you do your question, and then we'll get our answers. We have number 1, blue is a yes. Number 2, gold is a no. Number 3, purple is a not likely. And the number 4, green is a not now. So number 1, blue is yes. Number 2, gold is no. Number 3, purple is not likely. And number 4, green is not now. So there are your Oracle Sphere answers for the month. Now let's go on to our angel numbers. These are similar if you've not ever seen them before. Basically, we have 5 different numbers we're going to pull here. And we have 5 stands that they can be put on. You can pick one stand to have a specific angel number that the angels want to communicate with you, or you can pick more than one. You can also use all 5 stands as your lucky numbers, or however you want to do it. But basically, you get your numbers, and then you can go to our rune readings. In the description, each number is listed and has a keyword or phrases associated with that number that might give you an idea of what the angels are trying to communicate to you. Or you can go out to the internet and type in angel number, whatever the number happens to be, and find out all about it. And you'll get an idea of what the angels are trying to communicate with you or want you to pay attention to or look at or that kind of thing. So let's find out here. We got number 1, blue is 32. Number 2, gold is 5. There's that change number again. Number 3, bronze is 20. Number 4, gray is 52. And number 3, green, got away from me, is 31. All right, so there are our angel numbers for the month. Number 1, blue is 32. Number 2, gold is 5. Number 3, bronze is 20. Number 4, gray is 52. And number 3, green is 31. So there's your angel numbers. All right, guys, I really enjoyed doing this reading today. I hope you had some messages that would be useful to you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Remember, all of those things help us out. It helps the channel grow, helps keep us on YouTube, so we really, really, really appreciate it. We do put out rune readings every week that might be of interest to you, in which we do the angel numbers and the oracle spheres. We also put out tarot card readings every week on lots of different topics. Some of them are timeless, so those are worth checking out as well. We do put out videos every single week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3. Those of you that chose the little blue-dressed fairy here. She's so adorable. Okay. Remember, we have our charms that we're going to look at. We have our tarot cards. We are going to do our oracle spheres later, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question. And we're also going to do our angel numbers. I decided at the last minute to do those. I was compelled to do that. So that's something to look forward to later on in the reading as well. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has participated in the channel, who has subscribed, left us comments, liked the videos that they've watched, shared the channel with their friends and family, and done all those things. Those things are very useful to us, and we're very grateful that you all have done that. For those of you that are new to the channel, I would like to invite you to do those things as well, and we're very grateful that you're here, and let's get started. All right, first of all, we have a number 8. Good manifestation number right there. Good, things overall. Like I said, it's good manifestation. Okay. Well, we got lots of stuff going on here. Let's see. Got some letters. We got 2 D's. That's interesting. So, DD. Okay. We have lots of magical things and intuitive things this month here. So, interesting. Okay. So, we have the 4 of diamonds, which is the 4 of pentacles, and the 4 of spades. That's interesting. 4s are a very stable energy. They're also kind of home life energy. It's interesting how we keep having things double up as well. 2 4s make the 8 that we have over here. We have 2 D's. We have I don't know. That's just that says something to me. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but that says something to me. I also kind of see some new beginnings. It's interesting. We have lots of different we have a believe, we have the good night charm, which to me shows the comfortingness of somebody kind of tucking you in bed and saying goodnight. And we also have the feather here, which shows that spirit's kind of with you, your spirit guides are with you, so they're kind of protecting you throughout the month. They're with you, they're helping you come up with new ideas and new things, and so that's kind of the energy I'm kind of getting with all of this stuff going on here. But we also have some transformational energies going on and creative energies. So it's kind of interesting. But the transformation ones are, we have the swan and the butterfly. Whenever I think of the swan, I think of the ugly duckling, turn into a beautiful swan. And then, of course, we have butterflies, which are wonderful transformational energies. So I feel like this might be a very transformational month for you. And it's interesting how we keep having all the dual things. The D's might be initials. They might mean something to you specifically. I'm not sure. So you can kind of go with that. But then, like I said, the stable 4s. One of them is a relaxation, rest, time to, get your bearings kind of thing. The other one, all the 4s to me, my brain just kind of all of a sudden just went off on a weird tangent. Sorry guys, it does that sometimes. I think it's messages being downloaded or something. But the 4s always, to me, mean a home life, mother, stability, those kinds of energies, that kind of protection energy. So I really feel like you guys are going through lots of transformations, lots of changes this month, but you're being protected in those changes. Those changes, I think, might, for some of you, might have to do with your getting more involved with spirit, getting more in touch with your psychic abilities, getting more in touch with those kinds of things, because we have the lantern here, so it's kind of seeing the light, and that's also often indicative of the moon energy, and the hermit energy as well. So getting enlightenment, gaining enlightenment. We do have the white rabbit to me as well. Kind of shows that, because the white rabbit is kind of going down this like magical hole, and you find out things, you go down the rabbit hole, and basically you're learning and dealing with things that you weren't aware of before, or didn't know, or see things from a different perspective, and that kind of thing. And that's kind of the message I'm kind of getting there with that. You do have some luck on your side this month with the 4-leaf clover here. The drama gloves here, I do see as, there might be some drama. I do think you're going to be going through some transformation this month, and it might cause some drama in your life. But like I said, just know that you're protected in it, and just know that it's a good change. It's something welcome. Okay? So even though it might cause some drama in your life, it's the right way to go. You are on a journey. We do have the bicycle here. You are on a journey here during the month to do that. We also have the globe, which means I think you're going to get some worldly knowledge. I think you're going to get some, or maybe even otherworldly knowledge. You're going to get some knowledge and some information that you haven't had, and perspective about the world that maybe you haven't had in the past. And I see that as kind of what's showing up here, and kind of what's happening with your month. So that's really exciting. It's kind of interesting to see how that's going to pan out. Okay, let's go ahead and get your tarot cards and see what we've got going with those as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, we have the Tower card. Interesting, 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 because we were just talking about your great change and transformation, and that is definitely indicative of it. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles again. Oh my goodness, lots of exciting Pentacle energy here. Oh, we have the Lovers. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. The Temperance card. Wow, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay. This so much shows me, first of all, you are going to have the drama. You are going to have, where, things are going to kind of get upset. Things are going to kind of you got the Five of Wands over here. I think I said 3 earlier, and I'm sorry, I meant 5. I'm not sure why I said 3. But the Five of Wands energy is definitely kind of that fighting, that stalemate, that conflict energy. And I do think you're going to have a little bit of that. And the Seven of Wands is showing that as well. The 5s and 7s, you also have the Seven of Pentacles. The 5s and 7s also show change. Also, and some of them deal with spiritual change. Some of them other types of change. But this is interesting to me too, though, because the Seven of Wands is a protection card and a protection energy. And so what I keep wanting to tell you guys, and what I want you to understand, is with these changes going on, and even with the upset, and even with the possible conflicts or drama in your life that it may cause, you are protected in this endeavor, and you are going on. The Temperance card I really like here with this as well, because the Temperance is all about balance. It's all about gaining that balance between your spiritual life and your worldly life. That balance between what you believe spiritually and what you are living in this life and in this world right now. And since you had so much other balance things going on with these other cards as well, like the 2 4s, the 2 Ds together, the 8, that's interesting to me that they all came up together. So I do think you will be finding your balance. You will be finding your place and your thoughts about spirit and what you know about your psychic abilities and other things like that, and your connection to spirit. That is something you're going to be growing this month, is your connection to spirit. That's what the Seven of Pentacles represents, is that growth, that learning, and I think that that is something that you guys are definitely going to work on. With the Pentacle energies, you guys have so many Pentacle energies going on this time. You have the Queen twice, you have the 10, you have the 7. So that's really interesting to me that you have so many Pentacle cards, because the Pentacles deal a lot with our earthly matters or things that we care about on this earth. And so I do think you guys are going to be growing some of those things as well. You might be starting a new business. I actually get this energy for some of you, so just bear with me for a second. But what kind of flashed to me was that some of you guys might be renouncing your job that you've had for a long, long time that's stable. You might just be giving it up and going on and doing something else. You might be deciding to open your own business. You might be deciding to go into acting. You might be deciding to, start a YouTube channel, or any other thing like that. Just that kind of energy of going off and getting rid of something that's stable or that you thought was, the best thing in the earth, but now it doesn't serve you anymore and you want to get rid of it, and you're going to go on and do something new and different. And that could be what causes the conflict that we're talking about and the drama in your life, because it's kind of a big upheaval if you do something like that. This won't resonate with all of you because this is not for everybody for the reading, but this was just something that kind of came to mind for a portion of you. But by the Pentacle cards that I'm seeing here, I see this as a really positive change for you. And the reason for that is something that most of us don't realize and that we don't get from things, is that if we follow what we're supposed to be doing, as in what we're the happiest doing, that will usually bring us the great successes. That will usually bring us, where we want to be and the kinds of things we want out of this life, because we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. If we're just doing what we feel like we were supposed to be doing, or what we're told that's what we're supposed to be doing, but it's not really what we're supposed to be doing, then we just kind of go through the motions and we struggle and we have all these other things. We get to where we feel kind of, see, I yawned, and I know why. It's because I think of this boring, you get bored with what you're doing. You're just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's kind of the energy that kind of came to me. It kind of overflowed with that energy. So that's what I'm kind of getting out of that. And with the Knight of Swords here, I see that you can have that little bit more of that energy of going out and getting what you want, being youthful and charging in there and going, yay, I want to get it. And the Nine of Cups here kind of shows that too, that your cups could be overflowing with beautiful, wonderful things, and things that you'd like to have. Now, the one card that's kind of the outlier here just a little bit was the Lover's card. Because that kind of doesn't really resonate with much of the rest of what's going on with your reading, except for with the balanced energies we were talking about earlier. This could have to do for some of you with a partner or with a loved one, or getting together with somebody that maybe the rest of the people don't think you should go with, or whatever. Maybe that's the earth-shattering thing that happens during the month. But it is kind of an outlier card, so I really feel like it's not really meant for most of you guys that are watching the reading. So we'll just kind of let it go at that. And if it resonates with you, take it and run with it. Okay? Let it go on and get your oracle spheres now. If you're unfamiliar with these, basically how they work is you think of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. We have 4 different stands that you can pick from. We have blue, gold, purple, and green, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You pick your stand and your answer hopefully will appear on that stand. All right, number 1, blue. Is a probable. Number 2, gold is also probable. Number 3, purple. Is a not sure. That usually means to me the answer either the question was not very clear or other things have to be played out first before the answer can be given because it might change the outcome. And then number 4, green, is a maybe. Okay, so number 1, blue, is probable. Number 2, gold, is also probable. Number 3, purple, is not sure. And number 4, green, is maybe. Let's go ahead and get our angel numbers. And these work similar in that we have 5 stands to choose from. You pick which stand you'd like the most to have your angel number appear on, and that'll be the message that the angels are trying to impart to you or try to get you to know. You can go out to the internet and type in angel number, whatever happens to be the number, and you can find out all about that number. If you don't want to go to that trouble, you can go to one of our rune readings, and in the description, each number has a keyword or phrase or phrases associated with that number that might give you a general idea of what the angels are trying to communicate to you. You can pick more than one stand if you feel compelled to do so. That's fine. And also you can pick all 5 stands if you want, like as your lucky numbers for the month, or to have messages from all of them, or whatever feels right for you. Okay, so number 1, green, is a 28. Number 2, blue, is a 6. Very stable numbers. Interesting. Number 3, gray, is a 30. Number 4, gold, is a 10. Wow, they're all very balanced numbers, just saying. And 42. So they're all even numbers, if nothing else, which makes them somewhat balanced in that fact. The 30 is a little bit more, different with just the 3 and the 0 there, but I'm telling you, that's interesting because I do feel like balance is very important to you right now, and getting your balance is important. So that's just one message I got out of that just right away. But there's your numbers. You got green 28, blue 6, gray 30, gold 10, and bronze 42. Okay, so there is your numbers. Guys, I enjoyed doing this reading. I hope you had some messages that came through and that were useful to you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and leave us comments. Remember, all those are very useful, and we very much appreciate that. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel. We do put out rune readings once a week on Mondays that also include our oracle spheres and angel numbers in those, so that could be useful to you. We do put out tarot readings as well every single week, and some of them are timeless, so you can check those out because those are on lots of different topics and some things that might be helpful to you. Since we do put out videos every single week, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.